Austria, land of mountains, music and mystery. Hello my darlings, and welcome. Have you ever wondered what gives a country its certain je ne sais quoi? Today, we dive into snowy peaks, waltzing couples, and secrets on the Danube. From Empress Elizabeth to Vienna's coffeehouses, we'll unearth Austria's soul, so buckle up for a whirlwind adventure. The enigmatic Empress Elizabeth Austria's rebellious royal, Empress Elizabeth or Sisi as Austrians call her. Imagine a Disney princess, but she's fencing with palace guards, obsessed with her looks yet unhappy with royal duties. Married to Emperor Franz Joseph, she was adored by the public. She traveled the world, escaping her gilded cage. Vienna coffeehouse culture where time takes a coffee break. Picture this. You're in Vienna, a crisp autumn afternoon stepping into a coffeehouse. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee and apple strudel wraps around you. Newspapers rustle, conversations flow like a scene from a merchant ivory film. Vienna's coffeehouses are institutions, not just places for caffeine. Think of them as social clubs, intellectual salons and time capsules. For centuries, these havens have welcomed artists, writers and thinkers. Linger for hours over a single cup, debating philosophy or politics. The sound of music, how a movie conquered Austria. Let's be honest, you can't mention Austria without hearing the faint sound of Edelweiss echoing in the distance. The sound of music, that cinematic love letter to the Austrian Alps, has become as much a part of the country's identity as Mozart and Schnitzel. The film's saccharine sweetness, its catchy tunes, and those breathtaking mountain vistas have enchanted audiences for generations. Every year, thousands of tourists flock to Salzburg, retracing Maria and the Von Trapp family's footsteps. They visit the Mirabel Gardens, twirl on the hillsides, and belt out Do Re Mi with an enthusiasm that would make Julie Andrews proud. The Spanish riding school where horses dance and traditions reign. Hold on to your top hats, folks, because we're about to enter a world of elegance and precision. Welcome to the Spanish Riding School in Vienna, a temple to classical horsemanship. These majestic creatures are Lepizzaner stallions, originally from Spain. For centuries, these dancing white horses have been trained in haute école, a highly stylized form of riding. Watching them perform is like witnessing a living, breathing work of art. The Lepizzaner horses, Austria's four-legged superstars. Let's give these equine celebrities their moment in the spotlight, shall we? The Lepizzaner horses, stars of the Spanish riding school, are more than just pretty faces with fancy footwork. They're living legends, a breed steeped in history and tradition. Bred for their intelligence, athleticism, and calm temperament, Lipizzaners undergo years of rigorous training to master the demanding art of classical dressage. Lipizzaner foals are born black. It takes several years for their coats to gradually lighten to the dazzling white we associate with these majestic creatures. The Vienna Opera Ball waltz your way into high society. Dust off your tiaras and practice your waltz for the dazzling Vienna Opera Ball. Imagine glittering gowns, coiffed hairdos, and champagne. This annual extravaganza at the Vienna State Opera is the social event of the season. It's where Cinderella would feel right at home. A cherished tradition celebrating Austrian culture and elegance. Let's trade our dancing shoes for hiking boots and venture into the breathtaking Austrian Alps. Imagine soaring peaks, emerald green valleys, and crystal-clear lakes plucked straight from a postcard. The Austrian Alps are an outdoor enthusiast's playground. Whether you're a seasoned hiker, a thrill-seeking skier, or enjoy a leisurely stroll, these mountains have something for everyone. And if you're feeling adventurous, try paragliding above those majestic peaks. All aboard! We're embarking on a journey along the mighty Danube River, the lifeblood of Central Europe, and a waterway that's inspired poets, composers, and romantics for centuries. Think of it as a liquid highway, winding its way through Austria's heart, connecting cities, cultures, and history. From the fairy tale city of Passau to the imperial grandeur of Vienna, a Danube River cruise is like stepping back in time. You'll glide past medieval castles perched on hillsides, vineyards basking in the sunshine, and charming villages that seem frozen in time. The Danube has a way of slowing things down, encouraging you to relax, unwind, and savor the ever-changing scenery. Step into the opulent world of Schönbrunn Palace, Vienna's answer to Versailles, where imperial grandeur knows no bounds. Sprawling gardens, gilded fountains, and countless chandeliers. built by the Habsburg emperors as the ultimate summer retreat. Lavish interiors, magnificent ballrooms, and manicured gardens. Explore the whimsical gloriette with breathtaking views, or get lost in the labyrinthine maze. Hold your horses, darling. We're not done with Austria's charms just yet. It's time to trade our hiking boots for a corkscrew and raise a glass to the country's surprisingly delicious wine regions. Forget Napa Valley. Forget Bordeaux. Austria is where it's at. From the rolling hills of Styria to the sun-drenched vineyards along the Danube, Austria is home to a diverse range of grape varieties and winemaking traditions. But there's one name you need to know: Grüner Veltliner. This crisp, peppery white wine is Austria's liquid gold, a perfect pairing for everything from Schnitzel to apple strudel. Calling all culture vultures and music lovers, get ready for a sensory feast as we dive into the world of the Salzburg Festival, one of the most prestigious classical music events on the planet. Imagine world-renowned orchestras, legendary conductors, and performances that will send shivers down your spine. Held every summer in the picturesque city of Salzburg, yes, that's Salzburg, the festival transforms the city into a giant open-air stage. From Mozart's haunting operas to Beethoven's powerful symphonies, the air vibrates with the energy of musical masterpieces. The city comes alive with music, with street performers, impromptu concerts, and a palpable buzz that's impossible to resist. Now, let's talk about the delicious elephant in the room: Austrian food. Yes, there's Schnitzel, and yes, the strudel is divine. But Austrian cuisine is so much more than just these culinary cliches. From hearty meat dishes like Tafelspitz to delicate pastries like Sachertorte, Austrian food is a delightful mix of comfort and sophistication. Close your eyes and imagine the soaring strings of a Strauss waltz, the precision of a Mozart symphony. That, my friends, is the sound of the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra. And let's not forget their iconic New Year's concert, broadcast to millions around the world. If you're looking for the epitome of Christmas cheer, look no further than Austria's Christmas markets. Imagine twinkling lights, the aroma of roasted chestnuts and gingerbread, and a festive atmosphere that will melt even the coldest of hearts. From Vienna's grand Rathausplatz market to Salzburg's charming Altstadt market, these festive gatherings transform Austrian cities into winter wonderlands. Browse handcrafted ornaments, sip steaming mugs of Glühwein, mulled wine, and soak up the magic of the season. Move over, Vienna and Salzburg. There's another Austrian city vying for your attention, and it's a charmer. Nestled in the foothills of the Alps, Graz, Austria's second-largest city, is a hidden gem just waiting to be discovered. With its charming old town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Graz is a delightful blend of medieval architecture, Renaissance courtyards, and modern flair. Take a stroll along the Mur River, admire the quirky architecture of the Kunsthaus Graz, or ride the funicular up to the Schlossberg, a hilltop fortress offering panoramic views of the city. Calling all bibliophiles and lovers of all things literary, prepare to step into a world of books, manuscripts, and the intoxicating scent of old paper as we explore the Austrian National Library, a treasure trove of knowledge and history. Housed in the magnificent Hofburg Palace, the library is home to over 12 million items, including rare books, ancient maps, and priceless manuscripts. It's a bookworm's paradise, a place where you could easily get lost for days, wandering through the stacks and marveling at the sheer volume of human knowledge. Don't miss the State Hall, a masterpiece of Baroque architecture, with its soaring ceilings, ornate frescoes, and shelves upon shelves of leather-bound books. Art lovers, prepare to be dazzled. We're off to the Belvedere Palace, a masterpiece of Baroque architecture that's home to one of Austria's most important art collections. Imagine strolling through opulent rooms adorned with masterpieces by Klimt, Schiele, and Kokoschka. The Belvedere is actually two palaces, the Upper Belvedere and the Lower Belvedere, connected by stunning gardens. The Upper Belvedere houses the gallery of 19th and 20th century art, where you can feast your eyes on Klimt's iconic Kiss and other masterpieces of Austrian art. And be sure to take a stroll through the gardens, a masterpiece of Baroque landscaping, with their geometric hedges, cascading fountains, and breathtaking views. Let's end our Austrian adventure on a high note, shall we? And by high note, I mean yodeling. Yes, Austrian folk music is a delightful mix of catchy tunes, traditional instruments, and of course, those iconic yodels that echo through the Alps. From the lively polka to the romantic waltz, Austrian folk music is all about celebrating life, love, and the beauty of the Austrian countryside. Imagine yourself in a traditional guest house, tapping your feet to the music, a stein of beer in hand, and a smile on your face. Well, my darlings, we've waltzed through palaces, yodeled in the Alps, and even managed to resist stealing a Lipizzaner stallion or two. Austria, you've been a delight, a whirlwind of culture and history, from the grandeur of Vienna to the fairy tale beauty of Salzburg. And let's not forget the wine. Oh, that Grüner Veltliner, it's enough to make me want to move to a vineyard.
Ages 18 to 25 tend to be more lively and expressive.